Hi there, welcome to Healthy Lifestyle Tips, the channel where we share practical and effective ways to improve your well-being. In today's video, we're going to talk about 15 best books on stress and anxiety that can help you cope better with life's challenges. Stress and anxiety are common problems that affect millions of people around the world. They can interfere with your mood, productivity, relationships, and health. While there are many ways to deal with stress and anxiety, such as therapy, medication, exercise, and meditation, reading books can also be a great source of support and guidance. Books can offer valuable insights, strategies, and stories from experts and people who have gone through similar experiences. They can help you understand the causes and effects of stress and anxiety, challenge your negative thoughts and beliefs, learn new coping skills, and find hope and inspiration. But with so many books on stress and anxiety out there, how do you choose the ones that are right for you? Well, we've done the research for you and compiled a list of 15 best books on stress and anxiety that we think you'll love. These books are based on scientific evidence, personal experience, or both, and they cover different aspects and types of stress and anxiety. Whether you're looking for a practical workbook, a humorous memoir, or a comprehensive guide, there's something for everyone on this list. So without further ado, let's get started. 1. The Stress-Proof Brain. Master Your Emotional Response to Stress Using Mindfulness and Neuroplasticity by Melanie Greenberg. This book is written by a clinical psychologist who combines neuroscience, mindfulness, and cognitive behavioral therapy to help you manage stress in healthy ways. It teaches you how to rewire your brain to respond to stress more positively and effectively, rather than falling into negative patterns of thinking, feeling, and behaving. You'll learn how to calm your mind and body, regulate your emotions, cope with challenging situations, and build resilience. 2. Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before? A Guide to Surviving Life's Challenges by Dr. Julie Smith. This book is written by a clinical psychologist who shares her professional and personal insights on various mental health issues, including stress and anxiety. It offers compassionate advice and practical tips on how to overcome common challenges such as low self-esteem, perfectionism, procrastination, social anxiety, and more. You'll also find exercises and worksheets to help you apply what you learn to your own life. 3. Mindfulness for Stress Management. 50 Ways to Improve Your Mood and Cultivate Calmness by Robert Schachter. This book is a workbook that provides 50 simple and effective mindfulness practices to help you reduce stress and improve your mood. It covers different types of stress such as family stress, work stress, health stress, and more, and shows you how to use mindfulness techniques such as breathing exercises, meditation, body scan, gratitude journaling, and more to cope with them. You'll also learn how to cultivate calmness, happiness, and optimism in your daily life. 4. Burnout. The Secret to Unlocking the Stress Cycle by Emily Nagoski and Amelia Nagoski. This book is written by two sisters who are both experts in their fields. One is a health educator and the other is a music professor. They explore the causes and consequences of burnout among women who face multiple demands and expectations from society. They explain how to complete the stress cycle by engaging in physical activities that release the accumulated tension in your body. They also offer strategies to deal with emotional exhaustion, increase self-compassion, prioritize your needs, and create meaningful connections. 5. Hardcore Self-Help by Robert Duff. This book is written by a clinical psychologist who uses humor, profanity, and honesty to talk about anxiety in a relatable way. It's not a typical self-help book that gives you generic advice or sugarcoats the reality of living with anxiety. Instead, it tells you like it is, what anxiety is, how it affects you, why it sucks, and what you can do about it. It offers practical tips on how to cope with panic attacks, social anxiety, phobias, generalized anxiety disorder, GAD, obsessive-compulsive disorder, OCD, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, or any other type of anxiety that bothers you. 6. Feeling Good. The New Mood Therapy by David D. Burns. This book is written by a psychiatrist who pioneered cognitive therapy, CT, a form of psychotherapy that focuses on changing distorted thoughts that cause negative emotions such as anxiety. It explains how your thoughts affect your feelings and behaviors, and how you can use CT techniques such as identifying cognitive distortions, e.g., all or nothing thinking, challenging irrational beliefs, e.g., I must be perfect, testing reality, e.g., what's the worst that can happen? Replacing negative thoughts with positive ones, e.g., I can handle this, and more to overcome anxiety and depression. It also includes exercises, quizzes, and worksheets to help you practice what you learn. 7. The Anxiety and Phobia Workbook by Edmund Bourne. This book is a comprehensive workbook that covers various types of anxiety disorders such as GAD, panic disorder, agoraphobia, social anxiety disorder, specific phobias, OCD, and PTSD. It provides information on the causes and symptoms of each disorder, as well as effective treatment options such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, exposure therapy, relaxation techniques, mindfulness, medication, and more. It also includes self-assessment tools, goal-setting guides, and action plans to help you overcome your fears and worries. 8. Monkey Mind. A Memoir of Anxiety by Daniel Smith. This book is a memoir of a writer who suffers from chronic anxiety since childhood. He shares his personal stories of how anxiety has affected his life in various ways, such as his relationships, career, health, and self-esteem. He also explores the history and science of anxiety, as well as the cultural and social factors that influence it. He writes with humor, honesty, and insight, making his book both entertaining and enlightening. 9. Furiously Happy. A funny book about horrible things by Jenny Lawson. This book is a collection of humorous essays by a blogger who struggles with anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. She writes about her hilarious and bizarre experiences, such as dressing up as a raccoon, traveling to Australia, meeting celebrities, and more. She also writes about her dark and painful moments, such as her suicidal thoughts, self-harm, and grief. She shows how she chooses to be furiously happy despite her challenges, and how she uses humor as a coping mechanism. 10. Dare. The New Way to End Anxiety and Stop Panic Attacks by Barry McDonough. This book is written by a former anxiety sufferer who developed a new approach to overcoming anxiety and panic attacks. He calls it the DARE method, which stands for diffuse, allow, run toward, and engage. He explains how to use this method to face your fears head-on, rather than avoiding or fighting them. He also teaches you how to deal with specific situations such as driving anxiety, flying anxiety, health anxiety, intrusive thoughts, and more. 11. The Worry Trick. How Your Brain Tricks You into Expecting the Worst and What You Can Do About It by David A. Carbonell. This book is written by a psychologist who specializes in treating anxiety disorders. He reveals how your brain tricks you into worrying excessively about things that are unlikely or out of your control. He calls this the worry trick, and he shows you how to break free from it using CBT and acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT techniques. He also helps you understand the difference between productive and unproductive worries, and how to use humor and paradoxical strategies to cope with them. 12. The Happiness Trap. How to Stop Struggling and Start Living. A Guide to ACT by Russ Harris. This book is a guide to ACT, a form of psychotherapy that teaches you how to accept your thoughts and feelings without judging or resisting them, and how to commit to actions that align with your values and goals. It challenges the common myths about happiness, such as the idea that happiness is something that you can achieve or avoid. It shows you how to embrace the full range of human emotions, and how to use mindfulness skills to live in the present moment. 13. Rewire Your Anxious Brain. How to Use the Neuroscience of Fear to End Anxiety, Panic, and Worry by Catherine M. Pittman and Elizabeth M. Carley. This book is written by a psychologist and a therapist who explain how anxiety works in your brain, and how you can use neuroscience to rewire it. They distinguish between two types of anxiety. One that originates from the amygdala, the part of the brain that triggers the fight or flight response, and one that originates from the cortex, the part of the brain that involves rational thinking. They provide strategies for both types of anxiety, such as breathing exercises, cognitive restructuring, exposure therapy, meditation, and more. 14. The 10 Best Ever Anxiety Management Techniques. Understanding How Your Brain Makes You Anxious and What You Can Do to Change It by Margaret Warenberg. This book is written by a psychologist who offers 10 effective techniques to manage anxiety based on neuroscience and CBT. She explains how anxiety affects your brain chemistry, your body sensations, your thoughts, and your behaviors. She also shows you how to use these techniques to reduce your stress hormones, relax your muscles, calm your mind, and change your habits. 15. The Anxiety Solution. A Quieter Mind, A Calmer You by Chloe Brotheridge. Brotheridge combines her professional expertise as a qualified hypnotherapist and coach with her personal experiences to offer readers a multifaceted approach to managing anxiety. Through a blend of relatable anecdotes, mindfulness practices, and evidence-based techniques, the book empowers readers to take charge of their mental well-being. It equips them with practical tools to identify and challenge anxious thought patterns, fostering a deeper understanding of the triggers behind their stress. Furthermore, the book emphasizes the importance of self-compassion and self-care, encouraging readers to cultivate a nurturing relationship with themselves. By incorporating mindfulness exercises and breathing techniques, readers learn to ground themselves in the present moment, effectively alleviating feelings of overwhelm and panic. What sets Brotheridge's approach apart is its holistic nature, addressing not only the cognitive aspect of anxiety, but also the physical and emotional dimensions. This comprehensive approach equips readers with a robust toolkit to navigate moments of stress and anxiety, ultimately fostering a quieter mind and a calmer, more centered sense of self. If you've found value in today's exploration of the 15 best books on stress and anxiety, hit that subscribe button, and join our community of like-minded individuals on a journey towards peace of mind.